eventuality that Ben Askren would one day find his way to the UFC. Did that with a big win over Robbie Lawler in his UFC debut, and now the focus on continuing to climb that crowded welterweight.
Ben Askren is a elite talent because he does not look like the type of guy that you would find in an octagon. But every time he steps foot in there, he has no doubt he's going to get his hand raised, which is what he has done his entire life. You look at Ben and you know what's coming. He's going to wrestle you. He's going to take you down. He's going to make you grapple more than you're comfortable with. But can Ben Askren employ that wrestling game plan all the way to a UFC championship? We will see.
So here he is, the Nigerian Nightmare, and you can also now call him the UFC welterweight champion. He had to go 10-0 in the UFC to finally realize that UFC belt, beat Tyron Woodley, and establish himself as the standard at 170 pounds.
And he never lost track of what was out in front of him. Even though he had to win 10 fights, Kamaru Usman understood that he would do whatever it took to become UFC champion. And when he got that opportunity, it was the wrestling, the cardio, and the ability to follow the game plan set out in front of him by Henry Hoops and Greg Jones that allowed him to blank Tyron Woodley on the scorecards and win that welterweight championship. Unbelievable performance by Usman.
Truly one of the hardest workers in the game, and if you watch that Woodley fight, you get the sense that it is going to take a Herculean effort for somebody to dethrone the new hunted at 170 pounds, Kamaru Usman. Inside the octagon, he is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ben Funky Askren. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, early round action here. Kamaru Usman's wrestling is next level. His MMA wrestling, super functional. But he believes that the jab is going to be the key here tonight. Obviously, he's got a great links to develop that under Trevor Whitman. And he felt like he might actually be able to win this fight without securing a single takedown. We shall see. Strong punch to the head in the clinch. Slips. He's able to slip the left.
Nice shot there by the champ. He's got some hands, man.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Great
not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Usman. Under 3 minutes to go in round one.
He passed the half guard. Big ground and pound.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard, and you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Getting them out here.
Seconds to go now.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way up. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Round two is next.
That round was yours. You definitely won that round. But you got to go out there and keep working, right? Set that shot up off your jab. Jab, fake.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
All right, here we go now with round two.
Ready to fight?
Kamaru Usman versus Ben Askren.
Nice leg kick.
Was able to get that right hand over the top into the target. Left hook to the head. Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Counters now with an overhand left. Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. So we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots on top. I mean, he's got to move his head to the back. He's waiting, being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Good work from the top here by Usman. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Usman's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Under 90 seconds to go. Usman getting work to the body here on the ground. It was the elbow there. He didn't think that would be the strike coming, and he paid for it. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing the land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Great job landing from the top position. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
10 seconds to go in the round. Round 3 next. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Usman's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Yeah. Round 3 of a possible 5. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, damage done. Bleeding from his cheek now.
You need to fight down.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, big elbow.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, that right eye's looking really swollen now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Oh, he got to a spot.
Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beat. And now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that is the fight.
It's work, guys. Come on.
Usman's in half guard.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard, opening right up. Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, he's out!
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Final seconds of round 3. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship round.
Stop.
What a tight armbar.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to the... Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you. Well, he is really seeing things well offensively here tonight, and he's caused a lot of swelling there on his opponent.
You gotta address this now, because it's only going to get worse. Your opponent is not gonna let you off the hook. You've gotta move, you gotta change something to try to deter him from going to that spot. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging. Yeah. You just gotta move.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Usman. Side control now. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now. Oh, right into mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Changing the position.
Trying to set up a submission now. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
Getting very close to finishing this Von Flue. He did a great job of beating the guard outside.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Good, solid strike on the ground. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Okay, sit down. Sit down. Listen to me. You are losing this fight, okay? Your wrestling will win you this fight. You're going to go out there.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. The previous round figures to be a tough act to follow. Just a great balancing job of patience, accuracy, and aggressiveness.
You watch him and you see the relaxation in his approach. Everything is flowing. The shoulders are popping. The feints come out. The jab, the right hand, everything you see is clicking. He was in the zone. Sometimes basketball players say they're throwing the basketball into a garbage can.
Right.
In the first round, it looked like he was in his zone.
DC can't throw the ball in the ocean.
I can't throw the ball into the ocean.
You got a pretty good 15.
I got a good jump shot, man. Come on.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, nice hammer fist there by Usman.
Now he's going full mount.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Let's work.
Oh.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. There's the tap. Your winner by submission.
Holy.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call a shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Ben Funky Askren.
Well, he came in a confident #1 contender. He leaves as the undisputed best welterweight in the world, and I say that because he didn't just come in here and wrest the belt away from the champion. He submitted the guy, and rather emphatically. So you're looking at him. That is the new UFC welterweight champion, and as he celebrates in the corner, you can't help but think that this could be an extended run for him here at 170 pounds.